everybody, this is Mimi Kirk, and you know my kitchen by now, most of you, I think, my kitchen for now. I'm going to make something quick because I am so into making quick foods these days. I love my dehydrator, I love all my books, they have wonderful gourmet recipes in there and quick recipes too. But the newest book, Raw Vitalize, has really quick recipes, so this got me all into the quickness of everything. I'm going to show you my books in a minute. Raw Vitalize, Modern Juice of Cooking, Ultimate Book of Modern Juicing, Live Raw Around the World. I'll show that to you in a minute, but I want to make this really quick recipe for you. It's pesto. Everybody feels you have to put cheese in pesto, but we as vegans and raw vegans don't want any cheese. We don't want any dairy. So this is so simple. It's really delicious. You cannot tell that anything is missing. You wouldn't even think that you missed cheese or anything. I'm just going to chop up a little garlic. I don't have to do much because the food processor is going to take care of that. I have just a couple ingredients. Very easy. This is in my book. It's in Raw Vitalize, and it's in, I think in Live Raw. There's a version of it in there. So this is all that's going to happen in here. We have beautiful basil. Love basil, love basil, love basil. And all we're going to put in, you can use pine nuts, but I don't have any right now. I'm out, so I'm going to use walnuts. Really delicious. The walnuts are great. And I must say the walnuts, if you're concerned about the budget of pine nuts, they're like $22 a pound now or something like that. They're really, really expensive. Delicious and buttery and sweet. But these are very oily and have the same kind of feeling as the pine nuts, so I like to use this. So I'm going to put in some walnuts. And I like to do everything at once because you can make your pesto very thin or you can make it have a little texture to it. Either way, I like it. It's great. So now I'll put the garlic in and put the basil in around here. We're going to chop that up a little, just pulse chop it. And then we're going to add a little olive oil and a little salt and pepper, and then that's it. A little lemon we'll put in at the end so it doesn't darken. Okay, so pesto. You can put this on zucchini pasta. Oh, so good. If you have a spiralizer, it's great. If not, use your potato peel and make fettuccine noodles. And then just put this pesto on there. It's so delicious. In the recipe book, I have it stuffed in mushrooms. You can stuff them in a large portobello mushroom, and that's been marinated. And if you want to dehydrate it, you have to have a dehydrator. You do that. If not, just marinating it makes it really feel like it's a cooked mushroom. And I marinated in tamari sauce. That's my preference. You can use Bragg's. I like tamari. It's gluten-free tamari is what I use. So I'm interested in gluten-free. So let's get this chopped up here. It doesn't take long. I like to pulse chop it because then I have control over the texture. And I also make it like a little music. Okay, I'm going to give it one little stir, see how we're doing here. Okay, this is very beautiful. I'm going to do it a little bit more. Actually, let me just show you this a little bit. It's already pretty much chopped up. And it smells amazing with the garlic in there. I'm going to do a couple more turns, and then I'm going to put the olive oil through the feed tube so I can control it a little bit better. So let's do just a couple more pulses. Okay, let me move these walnuts over here. I've been in the kitchen all day cooking and making things and using up things in my kitchen because it's really important not to waste your food. I really think it's a respect to the food, the grower, the picker, everybody. Your own garden with this beautiful basil. It's a respect to use the food. So that's why I decided to use up the other basil I had because it looked like it had a few more days before I was going to use it and I didn't want it to go bad. You can also put your basil, chop it up, and you can put it in little ice cube trays with water over here. These are these big, giant ice cube trays, which I love. You can put any of your herbs in here. You can even do garlic this way. So if you have something you think is going to go bad in a couple days, use it and freeze it, and then you'll be able to use it in other dishes. So I think this is a great thing. So now what we're going to do, extra virgin olive oil. This is a Mediterranean kind. This is from Spain. Make sure you buy good olive oil. It really does make a difference. Do not worry about oils and fats. Some people don't like it. It's very controversial, but in my world of many people I know, and for myself, my own healthy body, I think oils are important. It is good for your skin. Olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil. This is all really good for you. Flaxseed oil, it's really healthy for you. So you can use any oil you want in here that you say is a good oil. I actually don't like the coconut oil in here as much as I do the olive oil. So I'm using this beautiful olive oil right now, and I'm just going to pulse chop it in. And the other thing, if you don't want too much oil, you put a little oil in, and if you need it for something you're going to spread it on, it's okay to add a little water instead of the oil, but not too much. You don't want to lose the flavor. But you can do that. A few drops of water will be fine here. I'm not measuring. The book is measured, but I don't measure when I'm cooking by myself. I'm a little stubborn about measuring. It's more fun this way for me. Okay, this is a really nice texture right now. I like this very much. I'm going to do it a little bit more because depending on what I'm going to use it on, I'll make it a little smoother. But this is delicious right here. This is already good. The flavor of this is already great. It doesn't even have any salt in it. It's really good. Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, now I'm going to put a little salt, a little lemon, and then I'm going to just give it a little another whirl, and then it's ready. I think we're going to put it on zucchini pasta tonight. I think that's the way we'll use it. I like it on all kinds of things. I love pesto. Great, you can put it in salads. You can make a salad dressing with this also. Pink salt, pink Himalayan salt, doesn't spike your blood pressure. And sea salt's good. I'm going to put a little fresh ground pepper. And I'm going to put a little bit of oil through it when I run it, and then I'll take it out, put it in the bowl, and show you the final texture. That's it. There's not very much oil in here. I do keep it light. I love oil, though. I'm not doing without my oil. I don't feel like I need to. Like I say, there's two schools on it. Some people say yes, and some people say no. So let's get this out of here and put this in a bowl, and you can see that was 2 cups of leaves packed. You have to pack them. I can just take this and, oh, by the way, to tell you this, pesto freezes really well. If you have a lot of basil growing in your garden and you think, well, I'm just going to give it all away, which is a nice thing to do. I'm not saying don't do that. But really, you can freeze it. You can make pesto and freeze it. It just, when you take it out, it's really tastes just the same. Nothing is lost. I don't like freezing everything, but some fruits, berries are very good to freeze. And since we travel so much, I have found that freezing food keeps me from wasting it. And when I come back from my trips, there it is in my freezer. But make sure you do one thing when you put stuff in your freezer. I know you've all done this before. You put something in the freezer and you didn't mark it. Yes, I know you're laughing. And then, guess what? You don't know what it is. It doesn't, well, it looks like it's got some tomatoes in it. What was this? What, you don't know. You have to mark everything on the container, get some tape, mark everything on the container, and put the date you actually froze it, which is good. I have a drawer right here where I keep everything, and I keep my tape right here. This is just plain paper tape. When you're in cooking school, they make sure you do not rip the tape. You cut it. It always should be cut flat. I know that sounds funny, but some chefs in a kitchen, if they have a cook come in and the cook doesn't cut it straight across, they tear the tape, they figure they're not careful about anything. If you can't do that right and mark your package, what it is, you can't do anything. So you cut your tape straight. This is good paper tape, but do mark it because you won't know what it is. It changes the color, it changes the shape, it changes everything. So I think this is perfect right now. I'm going to put a little bit more. You can always do a little bit more. This way it'll help it from getting black, getting dark. Also, when I put it into, when I put this into a container, I try to do it so there's no air left into it. And this is what keeps it fresh. But I could freeze this, but we're going to use this tonight. This is so good. I'm going to have a little taste. See if I need more salt. Bravo. Perfect. That is so good and so good for you and so fresh and just makes your food alive. It's really good. I think that one other thing we're going to do tonight, I have a couple beautiful vine-ripe tomatoes. You can slice up these beautiful tomatoes and just put some pesto on it. It makes a fantastic salad. So now I'm finished with that quick thing. That's what I'm trying to show you, how quick that was. So now I'm going to take a couple minutes and tell you about my books. I wrote Raw-Vitalize, just got released. I wrote this with my daughter Mia, and this is a 21-day recharge book. It's a way to learn to make raw foods very quickly and deliciously and get your body back the way you want it. Eating healthy, that's what you need to do. You need to eat healthy in order to maintain your health. So this book really helps you do that. You can also join the Raw-Vitalize book club, Raw-Vitalize book club on Facebook. You can see all the people posting pictures and talking about how wonderful the book is and how much they love it. And we're just thrilled. This has just been a wonderful experience for Mia and I both to have this book on the market and to have so many people love the recipes. So you can find that Basil Pesto in here with other recipes that I think you're really going to love. All 10 to 12 minute recipes. The Ultimate Book of Modern Juicing. This is an amazing book. It has 200 recipes for juices, lots of great health information, A to Z glossary to tell you what foods, if you have diabetes, if you have hypothyroidism, whatever you have, it tells you the juice, the fruits and vegetables you can put into your drinks to help that condition. This is Live Raw Around the World. It was my second book. This is Mike and I traveled to 7 countries and wrote about, and beautiful photographs in here. We wrote about all the places we went and how to find beautiful spices wherever you go. And this was a fantastic book for that. I think anybody who likes to travel and likes international food will totally love this. Here's a little shot from India. This is where you buy your vegetables off that bike, that cart. So this photo has vegetables from all the places we were at, and it's really a wonderful book. And this one, the first book, of course, my heart and soul went into this because it was the first book I wrote. My heart and soul goes into all my books, but this has so much information, so much health information, how to start a raw food diet. So this is a great book to have. You need a little bit more equipment than you need with Raw-Vitalize, but it's a great book to have. You might want it as a companion book or the juice book or something as a companion book. But you can get all of these books, any or all of these books, on Young, Y-O-U-N-G, on rawfood.com, one word, all small letters, Young on rawfood.com. And go up to my shop when you get there, and it'll say buy books, and it'll give you all the information. I autograph them personally with all my heart and soul, and I also give you a little gift. I have a little necklace that goes with this, a Tree of Life silver necklace. I designed some other jewelry, Love You More Than the Moon and the Stars. There's a dog tag that reminds you to keep healthy and juice, and the juice book has a little bracelet. So it'll show you on the website, Young on Raw Food, what gift you get free along with your book, and my autograph and all my great energy. And I hope you enjoyed this little quick video. Something to make that everybody will love is Basil Pesto. Bye.